Stigvacs are a revolution. I've owned this one for a couple months now, and I bought it for 50 bucks, and I loved it so much that I decided to upgrade over Black Friday. So I bought this Shark Power Detect for $400. And while it does have a bunch of awesome bells and whistles, which I'll get into, I ultimately decided not to keep this one. So first off, this thing is really cool. It definitely beats it in terms of having to clean out the dustbin, because whenever it's time or whenever you're done using it, you just put it right here and watch here for the magic moment. So freaking cool. So it does one cycle, and then it does one more. There you go. So don't forget, flush twice for the remainder. So that feature alone made me almost keep this thing, but I don't know, for 350 bucks, there's so much that I could buy with that. The main reason why I want to get rid of this is because whenever I'm on the rug in the living room, this thing is so overpowered that it gets caught. And I can kind of finagle it and really push, but it ultimately keeps getting caught. And then whenever I go over the little mats in front of the back door or in the bathroom or something like that, it just picks them up. And that's just really annoying. The only way that I could use this one is to use this for 90% of the house and then use this for the other 10% that this one can't do. And I don't want two vacuums. If anything, I'm going to get a different one. Maybe I'll try a Dyson next. Try to get something that actually you can change up the speeds, because this one, the Power Detect is automatic. It's got a couple modes, but the modes are not enough to actually affect it to where it can do the rug. So that's a huge inconvenience to me. It doesn't make up for the fact that this thing has a really cool docking station. Another downside to this one is it can't stand on its own, so you have to lean it up against something. That's not a big deal because it does lean up against things pretty well, not against circular things. But yeah, another really cool thing about this is whenever you want to not interrupt the video, or if you don't want to wake somebody up, you just flip that button right there, and that makes it to where it's a lot easier or a lot more quiet. And the other main reason that I don't want to keep this one is because the light on it is just too bright. So it's pretty cool that it's so bright. It definitely lights up the area much better, but it actually works against itself, because when it's that bright, you can't see the shadow. So you know how when the moon, you can't really make out the features on the moon whenever it's a full moon, because it's just too bright. You want to look at the moon when it's half moon or a crescent moon or something like that. Then you can really see the craters. That's where this thing shines way better than this one, because it doesn't shine so much. And now we're on to round two. This one is the Roborock, and this one's the Tyneco. This one's $200, this one's $400. You're gonna see why this one costs less. I originally bought this one because I was hoping I could get everything that I wanted for the lower cost, but after a couple weeks it stopped working. I would put it in its little dock and everything was connected, the battery was charging, but it just wouldn't suck everything out. So I ended up having to go and just dump it manually, which I might as well just use the $40 one that I bought, that we got from Temu, if I'm gonna have to do that. So this one is it's out. Maybe it'll work for some people. Maybe I just got a bad one, but I don't know. I'm gonna return it because I don't feel like trying to trust it again. A couple things about it though is this one is pretty darn cool in the fact that it's got a magnetic attachment right here. So yeah, it comes off real easy. And then it's got these dust bags. This part's actually not cool. It's cool how it works, but it's not cool how, like, what this actually is. So the bag, I mean, it probably would last a couple weeks, if that, and then you got to keep on replacing it with more bags. So when I did the math, it looked like it was probably going to cost like 30 bucks every 2 to 3 months, something like that. Granted, it's a little bit easier because with this one, you have to take this plastic piece out and go to the trash and dump it out. But I personally would rather save 30 bucks every 3 months rather than have like it's slightly easier with this. So I mean, it's a little bit of a preference thing. But yeah, anyways, I've had this one for a couple weeks. No issues whatsoever. It fully comes out, or it fully sucks everything out every time. And it boasts that it doesn't just empty the dustbin, but it also cleans the vacuum. So I don't quite understand it well enough to figure out if that's true or not, or if it's just like sales gimmicks. But this actually rotates and as it's sucking, so maybe you'll have to clean it a little less often because of that. But either way, this one has a much better battery than this one. I was actually able to go through the whole house, do the entire house, and I learned a valuable lesson, is that even though this one can do the whole house, don't do that. Go back to the dustbin, let it suck some stuff out. Probably like, I don't know, every couple rooms, go empty it out, because by the time I was done with the whole house, it got clogged in here and it got clogged up here. Now granted, it's easy to just like take these things apart. You just push the little buttons, you come out, and then you can find where the pet hair is clogged. But if I empty the dustbin more often, I probably won't run into that. Both of these have really good green lights. I don't know, it's something about that green light that helps to be able to cast the shadow better so you can see things. And on that note, like, the reason why stick vacuums are so amazing with those little lights is it actually makes cleaning things up fun. I mean, before I had to use the big vacuum, you'd have the cord, you'd have to put it in every single room and lug it around, and you know, it's a pain in the butt, but also it didn't have these like little lights. Maybe some might nowadays, but this is my first time experiencing this. So it actually makes going around the house like a game. It's actually kind of fun. It's really satisfying to be able to see every little sediment as I'm picking it up. You know, with a regular vacuum, you could do that with like the kitty litter, because you can obviously see that. But with pet hair and dust particles and things like that, I was never able to see that before. So I find myself going around and cleaning rooms that I normally don't clean that often, just because it's a lot funner and satisfying, that I find that I'm much more likely to do it. And I don't know how much it costs to get a cleaning lady, but I mean, this thing is 400 bucks, something like that. And if it lasts at least a year, I would imagine that that's a lot cheaper than a cleaning lady. One downside to this one, as opposed to the Shark that I had before, is I don't see like a switch or anything to make it to where it doesn't auto empty whenever you put it in. But that's fine. You can just like not quite put it in all the way, and it'll be fine. This one, same thing. I don't see it on there. They might have them, but I mean, I'm pretty amateur with it. I'm just giving you the straight scoop of what I've experienced, and to show you that like this one is going to make my life so much easier. The one from Temu, it definitely revolutionized things, but with the dock, oh my goodness, the dock is amazing. And while we're on that, Dyson. Everybody wants a Dyson, right? Like there's something about the brand that really pulls people in or sucks people in, but I just can't bring myself to do it. There's something about the like vortex that it creates that makes it incompatible with a docking station that self-empties, and that blows it out of the water for me. Like I have no interest in that. And so maybe if they do that one day. Also, I watched a lady that did a comparison between this Tyneco Pure Station and the Dyson V11, which that's one of like the most powerful ones. And she said that they were like neck and neck. Like as far as the suction power, I mean, you're gonna have a little bit more with the Dyson, but the cleaning ability, like they all picked up the same stuff, like pretty much equally. The only downside is like Dyson, you have to clean it out every time. But most importantly is that this one is the sweet spot. It's right in between the Temu one, which didn't really have quite as much power, and most importantly, it didn't have a dock. Whereas the Shark one, it just had way too much power and would get stuck on things. So this one is just the best that I've been able to find. So that's pretty much it. This one is amazing. I'm going to be using it for years to come. I'll check back in 6 months to a year and just let you know that it is still working, or you can check the comments, and I keep up to date with that. And if you want to pick either one of these up off of Amazon, there will be an affiliate link in the description box below. And that's a wrap. Hope that helps, and hope you have a good one.